In today's video, we're testing out my new VX EVERSLICK deck. What's cracking, guys? Made it back from Tampa and Miami. It was a fun trip. We were down there for almost 2 weeks, man. It was, I think it was like 10 days to be exact. Started off in Tampa. We skated the contest. I got there on Friday. Skated Friday night to warm up. Saturday was the contest, and Sunday was the contest. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to the second day. I didn't make top 30. I think I actually got like 32nd place. It was kind of a bummer because just to be that close to the cut and to make it to Sunday, but it was all good. I still had a blast, and I got to hang out with the homies. Unfortunately, none of us made it from Santa Cruz, so that's just the way it went, man. It was a fun contest, though, and it was cool to watch. I used a little bit of the free time on Sunday to actually edit my last video that just went up last week. So if you haven't checked out the new video, that video was all about breaking in new board and new shoes. So if you need any tips on that, or if you just want to know how I go about it, go check out that video. But after the contest that weekend, we headed down to Miami and we skated street for the whole week, man. It was super fun. The weather was beautiful. We got to kick it on the beach a few days, skate Lot 11 skate park, which was amazing. And just check out all the spots they have down there. They have so many spots down there. I feel like we didn't even get to hit them all, and we were down there for a week. So I actually hope I get back down to Miami pretty soon, because that place is sick. It feels good to be back, although it is cold, and I'm not used to the cold now because I was just in Florida for 10 days, so it's a little bit of a shocker. I got back on Monday, and it is Thursday as I'm filming this video, so I actually haven't skated in a few days. I've just been chilling with the family, kind of getting my life back in order since I got back. Now this is the first time you'll see me skate since Sunday, honestly. I didn't skate Monday because I was flying. But today I got a cool video for you guys. When I was down in Florida, they actually brought along one of my new Cosmic Cat VX EVERSLICK decks. And that was the first time I saw one in person, so I got to check that out. I didn't skate it really yet, but we did set it up while I was down there in Florida, and we filmed a little Instagram reel of me gripping it and then like one flat ground trick, and that's all I've done. But the board is still set up, so I thought what better time than right now to kind of do a little test drive of that board. This board's got a lot of technology in it, so let's go check it out. So here it is, my new VX EVERSLICK deck with the Cosmic Cat misprints graphic on it. This is on my taper tip shape. If you want to know more about the shape, I'll leave a link to the board. All the specs and everything are right there listed on the website. As far as I know, this is on my taper tip shape, which is slightly pointy, and then I know that it's 8 inches wide, and that's about as far as the specs go that I know. I'm not sure about the wheelbase. I think it's like 14.1 or something, but like I said, if you want to check out all the specs of this board, I'll leave the link. This board's crazy, man. It's got the EVERSLICK bottom, so I don't know if you can see there, it's like kind of like a textured bottom right now anyway, and then it's got the VX deck technology as well, so it's only the 5 plies with a stronger VX material ply. A couple key things with this board comparing it to a regular skateboard is it's about the same thickness of a regular skateboard. If you compared a regular VX deck to a regular skateboard, it would be thinner. If you compare the EVERSLICK to a regular skateboard, it would be a little bit thicker. So this one having both of those, it kind of equals out to be almost the same exact width of a regular skateboard. And then the weight's actually a factor as well. The EVERSLICK decks are usually a little bit heavier than your regular wooden skateboard. The VX decks are actually lighter. So again, it kind of equals out, I think. Anyway, we'll see how it actually all skates. My first impressions is that's what I'm getting out of it. I feel like this board with the VX and the EVERSLICK kind of just equals out to be the same weight and same thickness of a regular skateboard. Am I weighing this thing and testing that to be exact? No, I don't. That's not for me to do, but just like eyeballing it, that's how it looks to me. I actually haven't skated an EVERSLICK deck in a while. When they first came out, I was skating them a bunch. I think I skated like 6 or 7 back to back. I was kind of feeling the EVERSLICKs for a minute. Kevin Braun actually skates them pretty frequently as well. So it's not just some gimmick thing that people are talking about or like another product to sell. Like pros actually do skate these, and it's really nice to have the option to skate an EVERSLICK when you're going to like a really long ledge, or you're going to skate like a specific spot that could call for having a slick bottom board to make like whatever trick you're doing just a bit easier. And as far as VX decks go, as you already know, I've been skating, I think in all my YouTube videos so far, I have been skating the VX decks. I've been loving the VX decks, so this is going to be an interesting combo to try out and see how it compares up to just a regular EVERSLICK deck. A couple of things I'm going to try and pay attention to is how this thing pops, how crispy it feels, the weight of it, if it feels heavy, and then how well it slides with the EVERSLICK bottoms. But another thing we have to talk about is price point, man. This thing is expensive. This is a $100 skateboard right here, $100 deck. All right, so I get it. It's expensive. It's not for everybody. For the people out there that want to test like all the new technologies, this is it. I mean, this has it all. It's got EVERSLICK, it's got VX technology. It's pretty crazy skateboard right here. So I'm interested just to try it out because it sounds nuts, to be honest. But we'll get into it, man. We'll skate this board for a little bit, see how it feels, see how crispy it feels, see how it pops, slides. It's the overall feeling of this board compared to what I've been skating. So let's get it. cold, man. I'm not used to this right now. My toes and my hands are so cold. So my first initial thoughts, what I noticed is I feel like I'm popping a little bit off of the plastic or like the EverSlick material, but you can see I don't know if you can see actually, but it's kind of wearing away. I feel like I'll just be popping off of the wood in like 10 minutes anyway. It felt a little weird at first, kind of felt like it wasn't as like snappy, but we'll kind of see how that goes throughout the session because I think I'm just going to be popping off wood in any minute anyway. But that's really all I noticed. I don't notice much of a difference in weight. It kind of feels the same. Off the rip, it didn't feel like the snappiest board in the world, but I think that's because I'm popping off the plastic. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's get into the park and see how this thing slides around. So this board does have that like texture on it. We're gonna see how that slides like right off the rip, or if it has to get worn in and slide away that texture, because it feels kind of weird. But this is gonna be the first official slide on this board. Hopefully we don't stick, because it's an EverSlick. It's supposed to slide good. So not bad. I mean, it feels like it kind of grabbed up a little bit, but it was more on the wheel side of the ledge, not really the top. But yeah, we'll just continue breaking this thing in and see how it slides and test it all out. I mean, it definitely feels pretty good. It's becoming smooth very fast. Like, it doesn't really have that texture anymore. We'll see. Honestly, I can tell the top slides really well with the board. It's just the wheels of this ledge is super sticky right now, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of wax. I mean, it definitely slides. It's getting like super glassy on the nose and tail. It's pretty sick. I haven't slid it yet in the middle, so it still has that texture. Can't really hear it here. I don't know if you can hear it, but kind of weird. So yeah, first impressions, I mean, you just gotta break in that initial texture, and then you're just sliding on like a smooth plastic surface. It feels really good, actually. I guess we can test out the middle of the board now, see how it feels on flat bars and stuff. This flat bar is scary over here, but we'll try in like front borders or something, I guess. It's getting smooth. I'll take it to fakie. But yeah, all getting broken in. It feels good, man. It definitely feels good. I think I was more scared to front board that than anything. All right, now that we got it kind of broken in, let's get some tricks on this thing, you know? And then we'll do a little recap at the end. thought this one would be good to showcase like sliding long, but also this ledge is kind of tall, so like to see how snappy the board is, see how good that like the snappiness feels. Slow because I think I like jammed into it, but I didn't really have to push it through the whole time. I kind of just coasted. Not bad. Gotta show the rail a little bit of love, all right? I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'll take a back lip. I slid one long, at least. I want to do switchfoot back tail. I probably have to go a little bit faster so I can just sit on there. Ow. I almost got smoked. I literally was trying to hold my head away from fucking hitting the ledge. Scary. All right, let's get it. That's not really how I pictured it, but it felt smooth. I'm down. Damn it. I keep landing on it, but I can't right away. All right, right here. Alright, so we just got a pretty good session in on the new board, the VX EVERSLICK deck. Before I get into all my final thoughts, I just want to let you guys know if you ever have any questions for me or want to ask more about skating or more in-depth questions where I can literally answer you live in person, join my Twitch streams. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 9 p.m. and I just hang out in there, we watch skate videos, play video games, and I just talk with you guys, you know what I mean? So I'm just literally hanging out there. If you ever have any questions, that's where you find me. Join the Discord because I get a lot of messages about my videos helping people learn tricks, and they send me clips and DMs on Instagram. Within the Discord, we have a section called IRL Clips where you can send those clips and we watch those live on stream, and I give my thoughts, and we just vibe out watching each other's clips, and it's a cool place to kick it. So make sure you join the Discord. The link's in the description. All right, let's get into my final thoughts on this board. After skating this board for about 2 hours, honestly, it's really good. The only things I didn't like about it were in the first 5-10 minutes. I feel like I had to wear in. I don't know if you can see that, but I had to wear in right around the edge here so that I was popping off of the wood. Because at first I felt like I was popping off of that EverSlick material, and it was giving me just not a very solid snap, or it just didn't feel normal. You know, I'm used to popping off of like a wooden skateboard. And then same goes for sliding it. The texture, like you can see where this is where I slid, and it's very smooth where I already skated it, but up here it's got this weird texture to it. I don't know why they do that. I don't know if it has to be that way. I don't know why it can't come from the factory smoother. Seems kind of strange because it definitely feels funny to slide those first couple slides. Once you wear it away, it's very smooth plastic, like a very smooth plastic surface on the EverSlick material. Once you slide it just a few times, you're kind of good. All I would really say bad about this board is that it has a break-in period. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. You should just know when you buy it, it's gonna take 5-10 minutes to kind of break it in, and then it feels amazing. I mean, I have no complaints with this board. The board being priced at $100 bucks, honestly, it makes sense. I mean, you're getting a stronger board and a snappier board with the VX material, and you're getting a board that slides easier with the EverSlick material, I mean, I get where they're going with that price. I get why it's $100, and I think that if you have the money for it, I'd get one. I mean, that's just me. The board should last you longer. It should slide better. I had no problem sliding it. I would like to test it out on like a real ledge. I mean, I've skated EverSlicks in the past, so I know that they're good. Does it eliminate the fact that you have to wax the ledge? No, you can't just show up to some like unwaxed concrete ledge and slide the whole thing on an EverSlick board. Like, you still need to use wax here and there. And I think you will slide longer overall on an EverSlick skateboard. So, I mean, those are my final thoughts on the board. I think that it snaps good. I think that it slides good. And overall, it just feels good, man. After the first 5-10 minutes, it's fire. It's chilling. But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, yo.